Oh my god, we just made it back in time. The Summer Summit starts in 10 minutes. Probably the most exciting time of the year because it's going to be revealing all of the content coming to Old School in the next 6 months or so. The roadmap they're going to be revealing will have mostly things leading up to RuneFest, which is March 1st, with a few things leading further into 2025. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, an update that's coming out very soon, and one that people already know about, is Varlamore Part 2, The Rising Darkness. This is going to be the second part to the Varlamore area expansion, and it's coming out on September 25th. With it, we're getting a wide variety of new content, from skilling activities, to bossing, to quests, and tons of new locations as well. Probably the most exciting new release is going to be the new group boss, the Huicatl, coming to the Hailstrom Mountains. This will be a boss you can kill with your friends, and it's reasonably accessible for even mid-level players, but higher level players will enjoy it as well. You can fight the Huicatl with up to 20 friends, although apparently it can also be done solo, and it appears to be a dragon. We already know about the new rewards, but with the new boss we're going to get access to the Tome of Earth, the new Dragon Hunter wand, a new range set, and a seed for growing a new herb. Speaking of Herblore, we are also getting a pretty substantial Herblore update. In Varlamore Part 2, there's going to be the new Mixology training method, which will be a new way to use your existing herbs. Besides being a training method, there's also going to be new rewards as well. Probably the most exciting one is going to be the pre-pot device, which will let you drink all of your pre-potions at once, assuming that you're at a bank. That's going to be so helpful. We're also going to get access to potion storage in a new bank interface as well, which is a massive quality of life update. With the Herblore update, there's going to be 2 new potions as well. The Goading Potion, which will cause monsters in a large radius to become aggressive towards you, which sounds very useful. And a new Prayer Regeneration Potion, which will restore your prayer over time. We're also going to be receiving a new Secondaries pouch, which will allow you to deposit Herblore secondaries into it. And there's going to be a new Herblore outfit as well. Furthermore, there are going to be multiple new quests with Varlamore Part 2, including a murder mystery quest, which will get you access to a butler outfit, but also there's a more substantial quest in the Heart of Darkness, which will carry on the Varlamore storyline, have you explore the new Tapiok ruins, and there's also a final boss, which they're not going to be revealing any information about currently. And finally, there is the new agility training method, which is going to be a low intensity activity for mid to high level agility training. And besides being a training method, we're also going to be getting the Varlamorean version of Graceful. I don't know if that's going to be just a recolor or actually a different outfit. So tons of new stuff coming with Varlamore Part 2, which is coming out on September 25th. Now, coming in November of 2024, Oldschool Runescape is going to be getting the first ever world boss, Rathma. Rathma will have a chance to spawn anywhere in the wilderness, kind of similar to a Deadman mode breach, and will spawn in multis and singles 3 times a day on 5 worlds, so it's very limited. Anyone can participate in this boss fight because the rewards are based on your participation. Multiple people will get rewards in the form of the Teeth of Rathma, which will be able to be spent at a new shop, giving access to the new Amulet of Wrath, which will increase damage versus the boss, and new wilderness teleport tablets that can be used anywhere in the wilderness. Now, the boss will also offer amplifiers for specific weapons, including the Armadyl Godsword, the Dark Bow, the Volatile Nightmare Staff, the Tome of Fire, and the Trinity Ward. These are all going to be new upgraded weapons, specifically designed to be used in PvP. Now, something that's not going to be coming anytime soon, but sometime in the spring of 2025, is a new low-level boss encounter called the Royal Titans. This is going to complete the low-level boss giant trifecta by introducing a double giant boss fight. So instead of taking on one boss at a time, we're going to be taking on the Eldritch Ice King and the Fire Queen at once. This is going to be low-level content, which will be accessible to players who have done Scurious, maybe a Fire Cape, and will be killed in the Asgarnia Ice Dungeon. Now, unlike Obor or Briafida, it is not going to be a key system, so you don't have to collect the key from killing the regular versions, and will be repeatable content for low-level players. That's all we really know about it for now, but it will be releasing sometime in the spring of next year. Now, probably one of the biggest reveals of the entire summit has to be Project Xanaris. Now, this will completely completely change how people play the game, like literally. Essentially what this is are community servers that will be created by the community itself that will let you customize the way you play Old School. If you want to restrict yourself to Mauritania, you can do this in a custom server. Recreate your favorite game modes from Gielinor Games, you can do that. I'm speculating you can increase experience rates, increase damage, change a huge host of mechanics from the game. The possibilities here are really endless. I am the most curious about this one because can any player do this, or do you need to have, I don't know, a certain amount of people interested in the server? Who hosts the server? I have so many questions and there's not too many answers yet, but the possibilities here are truly endless. Now there's a quick update regarding the Oldschool Runescape client and HD. Now it appears that HD is going to hopefully be coming early 2025, which I'm incredibly excited about. On top of that, the new plugin API is soon going to be in the hands of plugin creators. This will allow the most beloved plugins to be added to the official Oldschool Runescape client sometime before it actually releases, so it'll release with some of our favorite plugins, which is all, I think, in preparation for trying to funnel most people onto the official RuneScape client, which hopefully eventually will help reduce cheating and botting. Now it seems like in the next year we are getting so many quests, but there are some smaller ones that are going to be coming this year. The Curse of Arav is a quest originally from RuneScape 3, but there is going to be a distinct old school version of it with a similar story. Now the rewards are going to be a higher level version of armored zombies and a zombie helmet, which is going to sit somewhere between the Dwarven helm and the Inquisitor's helm. That's just a funny statement to me, I don't know why. Essentially it is a crush helmet. Now probably one of my favorite parts of the year is actually the Oldschool Runescape Game Jam. So many interesting ideas from it, and this year was no different. But during the summit they actually highlight some of the things that are actually going to be coming to Old School from the Game Jam. Those are going to be collection log improvements, including a new log related item to flex your collection log totals, which is pretty cool, alongside official collection log high scores. So we'll be able to see Marnie at the very top of the high scores for the foreseeable future, I think. Another great quality of life update is sub-menus, which will allow you to access, well, sub-menus from items that are currently bloated with too many menu options, like the Maxcape, jewelry, and other things like that. And by far, my favorite, full stop, lock inventory slots. This is actually such a good idea. Now there was obviously a janky workaround with bank fillers, but this is going to be so much better. At any point you can just lock inventory slots, so when you hit the bank all button, they will stay in your inventory. Way more customizable and will just be super useful across a wide variety of content. Now something that's going to be coming in the late spring of 2025 is Varlamore The Final Dawn, or Varlamore Part 3. We knew the existence of a Part 3, but we had no idea about the content that would be coming with it, but now we do. Part 3 is going to expand Varlamore further to add in 3 new major areas to Varlamore. All of mainland Varlamore will be accessible, including you'll be able to walk from Civitas all the way up to Zaya. The Final Dawn expansion will come with multiple new quests, including a Master Tier finale to the Twilight Emissary. Alongside quests, there's going to be a really cool sounding PvM encounter called the Doom of Machiatel. This is going to be RuneScape's first Enrage boss. Essentially what that means is you can kill it. Upon death though, you can choose to revive it to defeat a tougher version, or you can take the loot and scram. You can do this more than once. In fact, you can do it an infinite amount of times theoretically, getting increasing rewards each time. Now this will be a solo encounter, and due to the Enrage nature, should make it accessible to a large variety of players. A few other smaller things are going to come with Varlamore Part 3 as well, including a AFK crab boss, or a group crab boss. No idea how that's going to work. Like, can you literally just leave for 10 minutes while killing the boss? That would be kind of funny. New Slayer creatures, a new Slayer dungeon, which is going to be unlocked by a quest, and other small pieces of content to expand Varlamore. Now the final reveal that is actually coming really soon is Leagues 5 The Raging Echoes, which is coming in November of 2024, so only 2 months away. Raging Echoes is going to introduce a few new systems to the League format. From what I can tell, 2 major differences. There's going to be something called Combat Masteries, which are going to complement the Relic system. Essentially what this is they're going to be pulling all of the major combat relics into the combat mastery system instead, and leaving relics as maybe skilling or other quality of life improvements, instead having combat masteries focused on combat. Each new area will feature enhanced bosses, which will drop items they normally would not in the main game. This is essentially there to help balance the meta for leagues and make it different each time. The enhanced bosses are not only going to drop different items, but also have different mechanics as well to spice things up. Now, what league is this most similar to? I'm not really sure. I'm assuming Trailblazer with a twist. They did say though that a core idea of leagues going forward is the area lock concept. So at least for this next one, it doesn't seem like they are venturing too far away from that. So that's going to be it for the Summer Summit of 2024. Tons of things to look forward to. The things I'm probably most curious about is Project Xanaris and custom RuneScape servers. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm very excited about it. And we're getting huge expansions of Varlamore, which is good. Let's just get that in a good place to begin with. Sounds like almost like a dozen new quests across all of these reveals. Anyway, what are you guys most excited for? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.